What's up, everybody? Tyler Kolek here from the New York Knicks. I just want to come on here and wish you guys a very Merry Christmas from a Knicks world. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it because we're trying to do something special this year and need all the support we can get. So appreciate it again and take care.
Yo, what's going on? It's Ant, my man Champ. It's the Knicks World. What's
Get it,
going on? We back.
let's get it.
It's been a while, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. We apologize to the fans, subscribers,
Yes.
everybody that's been rocking with us. Life has
Yes.
been lifing for us, but now we made it to the holiday, and happy holidays to everybody first and foremost.
Absolutely.
If whether you celebrate it or not, whatever you celebrate, salute to you guys, blessings to you guys. We just hope that at the end of the day you enjoying time with your family.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, it's the Knicks world. We're back. Before we get into today's game with the Minnesota Timberwolves, we're gonna backtrack a little bit and we're gonna start from where we left off. We had just beaten Orlando, Champ, and we advanced to the Cup Finals.
Cup finals.
Yeah, man, and we went up against the San Antonio Spurs. A lot of people thought that we were gonna go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and even Knicks fans, we had people shaking in their boots regarding, oh, the Thunder are scary, and at the end of the day, anybody could be beaten, and rightfully so. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they lost to the San Antonio Spurs, and the Spurs, they were hooping, man, and a lot of people thought that the Knicks weren't gonna win that game, and that's why it's important you play fourth quarters because we took over in that third and fourth quarter.
Yep.
Props to the Spurs, man. They got a lot of youth on their team. They got some veterans, right? Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox, I think, are the oldest guys on the team.
Well, Harper is a solid defender. The
Yeah, and
rookie
also
Harper,
Castle, that dude.
Stephen Castle,
I think it's Stephon
man,
Castle, and
Stephon
that
Castle.
dude he's legit. He's
He's gonna
athletic
be
and
solid for a
he
long
could
time.
defend. He could defend, man. So
Future All
pro-
Star.
yeah, man. Listen, they have Wemby on a minutes restriction. He's coming back from a calf injury, I believe. So I understand he had a restriction, but Mitchell Robinson had him in jail. So
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell Robinson, that's the one thing I noticed about Wemby is that he not doesn't do well against physicality, and Mitch was letting them know this is my block.
Yep.
You got to get out the way. You too little around here.
All
And
rebounding them and everything off the bench.
yeah, you could just tell he was bothered by Mitchell Robinson's physicality. So,
Yeah.
and Mitchell Robinson has been hooping.
Yes.
Maybe not today in Minnesota like that, but he's been hooping. At the free throw line and just in general.
10 consecutive free throws right now.
My brother is hooping. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson's a problem. So,
Yes.
so yeah, man, we were the Cup champions. A lot of people wanted to downplay that, and that's okay. Now, any real Knicks fan would tell you, it, it's not. We don't look at it as like the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't think that
Mhm.
that's our championship. No, but you gotta understand, as Knicks fans, champ, you would agree with this that we've been in the dungeon for many years.
It's
So
dusty down there.
it's dusty, bro.
It's
It's
dusty down there.
moldy. It's not fun to be in the gutter for that long. So any win that you can get, you will take.
No. I know what you're getting at. So, ladies and gentlemen, what he's trying to say is because there's controversy right now, whether if you win a World Cup, NBA Cup,
Mm-hmm.
you get a banner that you can raise in your arena.
Yeah,
And the LA Lakers have done it. The Milwaukee Bucks have also done it. So now, when it comes to the Knicks, people are trying to say you shouldn't do it or you should do it. And
yeah. I wasn't
you were going there?
I wasn't gonna talk about the banner per se. I was just gonna say
You got
that
to. You got to.
we listen.
And it got to be too deep.
My stance on it is I'm gonna take the win because it's a good way to turn the corner, right? Because the Knicks fans that are dedicated are so used to losing.
Yeah.
Nothing positive. Everything is horrible. And we're gonna take that as that's what I meant when I said we're gonna take this win because
Absolutely.
it is significant. Now, we don't treat it as like an NBA championship. That's
Nope.
not what we do, right? Like I don't really care about the banner thing. Like that doesn't. At the end of the day, every Nick player in that locker room and every Nick fan, we don't treat it like it's like we won the NBA Finals. Like that's not. We're
It's a
not like doing the Patrick
glorified.
Beverly meme where we won the play in and we're celebrating and throwing, standing on tape. No,
It's a glorified stepping stone.
yeah, man, we're just gonna
That's
we're happy that we won something and we're
yes,
gonna celebrate it because again, at the end of the day, if we could, we want to win every game, right? You know, we want to
yes,
have that winning mentality.
yes.
And speaking of the winning mentality, right after the Spurs win, a lot of people wanted to downplay it. Then we had the back to back. We played Tuesday. We had the back to back Thursday, Friday. We
Yep.
played Indiana and we stole that win. Jalen Brunson did not play his best basketball.
He did not.
However, in that fourth quarter, they drew a play, and and this is I'm quoting head coach of the Knicks, Mike Brown. He said, Jalen Brunson said to him, "I'm gonna win this game."
Yep.
He
And Mike
goes,
Brown said, "Do you?"
he hits the shot. After he hits the shot, Jalen goes right to Mike Brown and says, "I told you so." And that's just cold blooded assassin, killer, Mamba mentality, like the great Kobe Bryant. The same exact mindset. Like this is my shot. I'm gonna take it. Like I got you, coach. And that's why Jalen Brunson's a superstar in my eyes. You know, he's a killer, and only the best do that. He could have the worst shooting night, and he says, "I'm still gonna take the game-winning shot." And props to him, right? So we stole that one in Indiana. Anytime we could beat Indiana, I will take it because I don't like Indiana. Then we have the back to back versus the Sixers, and they had no Embiid, and we could have won that game, champ. Right? That game was
Yes.
very winnable at home. Um, Tyrese Maxey, he's a hell of a player. Nothing but respect for him. And the rookie, right? The rookie on the Sixers is VJ.
VJ Ashholm.
Yeah, that dude could ball out,
I
man.
like him. That was Carmelo Anthony's son's Kai Anthony college roommate or high
Oh,
school roommate, something like that.
nice, nice. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, listen, the young kid could hoop, man.
Or maybe it
So
was Kent.
he's
It was something, but it was a roommate. Yeah.
him and Maxi, and then they got that guy off the bench. I forgot his name.
Jared McCain.
Yes, Jared McKean. He's a baller too. So they
With
got a nice
with
little young
with
core there,
Quentin
right?
Grimes over there.
Oh, I
Excellent.
forgot Quentin Grimes is there too.
Quentin
Like they got a
Grimes is
nice
there.
little. I know they've been like in the turmoil for a while, especially with
Yeah.
Embiid and his injuries, but they've kind of like regrouped a little bit. They got a nice little future core, and Tyrese Maxey he could be an all star. He's hooping at an elite level. He's got super speed and great quickness. So
And
listen,
his
nothing.
range.
Oh, he can
He
shoot from
has
anywhere.
deep
He can
three
shoot.
range.
Yeah, he's a legit baller. So shout out to them. They beat us. Now
Yeah.
listen. Now we lost that game, right? And a lot of Knicks fans, I get it. We want to win every game, but let's be realistic here, right? We want to win the cup for sure. We won the cup, but champ,
Yes.
in my opinion,
Okay.
and what I said before the season was, I don't care where we seed, right? As long as we're a
Mhm.
top five seed, the Knicks are going to be top five. My whole thing is, excuse me, my whole thing is we're gonna go ahead and I don't want to try to like chase like Golden State's record or like I'm not
I
trying to
just
be
want
the
to be
Thunder.
healthy.
I just want to be healthy
I
and
just want to be healthy.
I want the team to like be meshing under Mike Brown. That's like the most important things going
Yeah.
into the playoffs. So my whole thing is like a lot of fans like, oh, like why are these people like this person sitting out and like I'm okay with it because at the end of the day we're running a marathon. We're not in a sprint to try to win every game. And listen, everybody wants to win all the time. I get it, but we have to be logical and smart. It's an 82 game season. We don't have to win every single game. Like
Yeah.
we need to make sure that these guys are right. So, because at the end of the day, the goal is to win the Larry O'Brien at the end of the day. So, and we know come playoff time, the whistles are different, the game is different, and you're playing like every other day as you get deeper and deeper, deeper in the playoffs, right? in the very beginning.
intensified.
Yeah,
Coaches
everything.
magnifying what you're doing
Yeah,
on the floor. You know, nagging injuries, dragging your feet because you're tired.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you're away from your
It gets
family.
intense,
Yeah,
very intense, and we lock in. Right, the players go crazy. Right, this is what you train your whole off season for.
yep,
You know, you get ready for the playoffs. So the goal for Knicks Nation, right, is to be right for the playoffs, right?
yeah,
Everybody clicking on all cylinders, everybody healthy going in, so that we can make this deep playoff run. So, for the Knicks fan that listen, I would love to win every game, but we got to have a realistic thought process when it comes to what we're chasing. So then we play Miami. We played on Sunday, right? We played Miami on Sunday.
M-
Now,
Miami on Sunday. Yep,
and Brunson had himself a masterclass.
yeah,
Masterclass. Champ, what did you
yeah.
see from the Brunson burner on Sunday, man?
Whoo! 47 points, no turnovers.
Yes,
I
sir.
believe he had a double double. I believe he had 10 assists.
Did he? He might have had 8 assists. I think I gotta look.
You sure?
Yeah,
Well,
I'll
we gotta
look.
fact
But
check that because I could have sworn he had like 10 assists. But 47 points. Make no mistake about it. He was very efficient from the field. I don't have the correct numbers in my face, but I know it's 47. And honestly, what Jalen Brunson did was just a masterclass. A lot of confident Towns didn't have the greatest game, but you could kind of chalk it up to saying maybe he was not being as assertive because he's seen a hot guy. You know, like because Jalen Brunson was hot, almost having 50 points.
yeah,
Or maybe he took a back seat. Like here's my thing. Because Jalen Brunson had 30, 20 something plus, does not mean Cat need to have that too. Because at
yeah,
the end of the day, this is the point of having a super talented team to where everybody don't have to get off.
yeah.
Everybody don't have to get off.
Correct.
If you have a guy that has damn near 50, that means just keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna kill Cat for that, especially if it's not a ongoing thing.
So I have the numbers here. He had 47 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists.
Okay, 8 assists.
So, but he was efficient. 15 made 15 and 26 shots. He had 47.
Mm-hmm.
OG had 18. Mikal Bridges had 24.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Hart had 13. And Clarkson had 10 off the bench. Now, I hear what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like if the other guys is hooping or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
2 points is not gonna cut it, right? 2 points is not. I'm five, and you only took
You're not
five
gonna let it
shots.
slide, huh?
I just,
Yeah, 40 tonight. If you're gonna give me all right, if you're
okay.
we're
Hold
gonna get
on.
to we're gonna get to tonight's game.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is if you're gonna give me 2 points previous night because your mans had 45, and then the rest of the crew had 24 and 18 and etc. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The following game, Star is not playing, your co-star is not playing, and you give me 40, I'm not beefing. I wasn't beefing with you before. You had 40, but now you gave me 40. Come on now.
I disagree with that though because where's that same energy when everybody else is there, right?
Because everybody else is eating. If you want to say he's too passive, I could give you that. But if
That's what I'm
everybody else
saying.
is eating, I'm not going to take the ball away from you. That's Julius Randle type
No,
shit.
but
don't
when you
think?
go to the bench though, like that's what they try to do, right? Jalen Brunson plays the whole first quarter, then Cap comes in and he plays the second quarter up until like the
but
five
but
5 minute
again,
mark or whatever.
but remember when Cat goes to the bench, so does Mikal. So Mikal can remember the second unit. OG and Jalen stays in the game.
Mikal did all his damage in the first half though.
He did.
He did all
He
his
did.
damage in the first half. He didn't really do much in the
And
second
OG
half.
did his damage in the second half with Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, thank God, because OG was having Listen, OG had a donut the last game. He had a donut. He was garbage. So now listen, everybody's allowed to have those things, but the problem is, right? We've seen OG be consistent this year. He's had an amazing year.
Who are donning him as being possible.
People are saying he's an all-star. So Mikal Bridges we'll get to a little bit later.
Yeah.
But with Karl Anthony Towns is that the whole thing this season is that it's just been the inconsistency. Right now, okay, Brunson had 47. Yeah, he had it going or whatever, but for the number two option, you gotta now again. OG didn't score any points like this up until the third, like the middle of the third quarter, end of the third quarter. So OG
Yeah.
got hot late, but at the end of the day, Cat has to Cat has to be better, and Cat the I'm looking right here. Cat had three turnovers. Three turnovers. OG had four turnovers. So at the end of the day, they led the team in those two led the team in turnovers.
Mhm.
OG with four, Cat with three. Now he wasn't, and listen to the thing, he only had 6 rebounds. Now I will give him credit. At the end of the game, he had some good defense.
So what,
Right?
this game tonight, Minnesota?
No. I'm talking about against the Miami Heat
Okay.
on Sunday. We're gonna get to tonight's game, but Khalil Ware, he went barbecue chicken alert on Cat. There was a stat that I saw on NBA.com that Karl Anthony Towns gave up when Karl Anthony Towns was guarding Khalil Ware, he gave up 21 points, and I forgot
I
how many
mean, mixed.
minutes.
Well, if you was watching that game, mixed too. It's hard to run back out there. Kal just walking up to the 3-point line, and you're
I
worried about
get
everything
that,
else. Because you gotta think about it. Bam is going down low and do whatever he wants.
but
That's what makes Kal Ware more hard to get out because he's just perched at the
Bam wasn't good
at the
either
line.
though. Bam was
Yeah,
not good at.
but Bam is driving and kicking. He's driving and kicking it out to somebody. You know how?
Bam had no assist.
No, I'm not. Bam is kicking it out
I
to
got you.
whomever's on the perimeter, and they're moving the ball. This is Miami basketball.
I got
So
you.
they just literally sharing the ball.
I
And
got
it's
you. But
finding Kal. I'm not saying it's
Bam
just Bam passing it to him. I'm saying he's kicking it to somebody, and they're kicking it to him.
at the end of the day, if you're the number two, I need more than 2 points, right? At the end of the day, you gotta because Brunson wasn't playing the entire game, right? But
I can't tell. He had 47 points.
he did have 47 points. He played, Jalen played 38 minutes and Towns played 29 minutes. Now, Towns also had 4 personal fouls, right? We know that the foul thing is always a problem no matter. But at the end of the day, I'm not, this is why, like, with your reasoning, and we'll go right into
Tonight's
the
game.
Minnesota game.
Mhm.
I need the energy that you get. Like, where's the enthusiasm that you have for tonight versus Minnesota? Because again, he always plays, with a little bit of extra when he plays Anthony Edwards back in Minnesota, right? Whether they play in the
Yeah.
Garden or they play at Minnesota, he plays a little bit. Like my whole thing is like, where is this extra like
Extra O.
fire?
Mhm.
Now again, even if Brunson played, we're still down Shaman, we're still down McBride, we're still, you know what
Yes.
I'm saying? So
OG. Right.
so my whole thing is he's so like the energy is always inconsistent. So if you're gonna tell me that Khalil and listen, I sent you the video. Jeff
Mhm.
Teague, his old teammate, he said he has a tendency to do this where he's not really like he's like you said, he's passive. And that's the
Yeah.
problem. It's like so tonight you're not passive, but then like Brunson needs you to be this kind of player, right? He wasn't really complaining to the refs today like that, right? That's the cat we need. Like, don't worry about what the refs are gonna call. Just play your game. Hoop. If they call it, cool. If they don't, get back on defense. Let's keep it moving. But trying to talk to like after this is the thing. After you had a 2 point game, Jalen Brunson had to come up to you after the game's over, and Karl Anthony Towns was talking to the ref, still complaining to the ref. Like the game's already over. Like Jalen had to be like, "Yo, let's go. Like wrap it up." So like it's that type of stuff that kind of like not only annoys me, but you could just ask anybody in the fan base. Like I want Cat to succeed because if Cat doesn't succeed, we can't win a championship.
Fail. Right. I get you.
We can't win a championship. So anybody that thinks that I'm hating on Cat, it's incorrect
I don't think
because
you. See, the thing is this, bro. And we have this thing on social media, Twitter, especially. We have this thing where you have the cat stands and the Julius Randle lovers.
Yes.
And Ant, my good buddy Ant right here, will be considered as a Julius Randle lover. Now, here's the thing though. Him being a Julius Randle lover does not make him a cat hater. I say that to say we can have a conversation about what happened, what was good or what was bad, versus
Yeah.
his love for Julius Randle. You get what I'm saying? So I say that to say with Cat, it's not necessarily uh what he's what he what he's not doing is more so like what you should be doing because you're capable of doing, and that's what
Yeah.
Ant's trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? And I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Julius Randle, Cat absolutely needs to find a way to mesh with Jalen instead of conceding with him. Because end of the day, doing that is not helping at all. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get 30 and 30 with Jalen. Julius have done that for like a month or two
Yeah.
before he got hurt 2 seasons ago. Cat,
Yeah.
you've done that last season before Mikel and OG started getting their numbers up. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
a way where we could be the highest scoring team. I believe we're like top three, a highest scoring team where you both are averaging damn near double doubles, 28 points apiece, and everybody else is still eating off of that because nobody's gonna be aggressive. This is
Yeah.
where I say my point about OG and Anobi. If he becomes an all-star, it's gonna be looked at as the second best player on this team because his aggressiveness on not just the defensive end, because that's the respect that he has,
Yeah.
but him picking up the offensive end that's going to carry him to be an all-star. Because when that happens, people are going to look at Jalen and then OG and then Cat, and you don't want to do that because now you don't know how that looks for your second best player in Cat because you're being too passive.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to get as far as that goes. Like Cat, you really do have to be more vocal, more of a leader. You have the stats and the stature. You have to pick it up mentally.
Yeah.
Jalen
And
needs that.
he does. And that's what, like, that's my biggest gripe with him is that it's like you have the talent, you have the ability, you have all the tools necessary to succeed, right? You have the teammates to do it. The issue is, I think he clearly lacks discipline, and he lacks. No, I wouldn't say lacks, but he sometimes plays low IQ basketball, where he'll commit a foul that you don't need to commit that foul for. Why? Like, or just won't be smart. You know what I'm saying? And he'll just do something silly. He's famous with the elbows, like,
Mhm.
or the hooks. You know what I'm saying? And he always gets caught offensive foul. So it's just like the ticky tack stuff, and that's the issue that
See,
not only myself but a lot of people have. And
see what I think in doing that, my fault to cut you off.
it's okay.
In doing that is lack of moves, lack of a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
if you do that, you're doing it out of I'm getting you out of my way so I can kind of go up
yeah,
or whatever. And that's not a bag. Like a bag is if you can't go this way, you can't turn this way, you're gonna find a way by doing another finesse move. How
yeah.
you got to do it, or if you're strong enough, you're just gonna move somebody out of the way. You're
Hmm.
proving that you're not strong enough, and you're proving that you don't have a bag to finesse around, and you have to do ticky tack shit just to get somebody out your way, just to go up. That's just being risky. Like you
Well,
said, low IQ.
yeah. And again, anybody who's watched Cat, he's never really had like a post game, like a go
Right.
to move. Like that's never been his game. His game is he can shoot the three, and you gotta respect it and overcommit, and he can blow right by you with a pump fake. And you know, sometimes I think that he's overthinking, and he doesn't let it fly. So
Before this goes out, because I don't want this to get clipped to think
mhm,
that we're bashing. I love Carl Anthony Towns.
yeah,
Okay.
I got respect for Carl Anthony Towns too. So
I
like,
love Carl Anthony Towns. I love his game as far as him expanding the floor and him being helpful. Him
Yeah,
being passive is not a hindrance. That means you're a team player, right?
it
Again,
could be.
we went with somebody that we went with a Julius Randle who's not a passive person, and it became a selfish thing, right? So Cat is obviously the opposite of that, which
Yeah.
means good. The thing is being too passive to where you're invisible in the offense.
Yeah.
That's what we don't want. You know what I'm saying? As far
Yeah.
as the whole bag talk go with Cat, it's like you have the gifts and you have the physical tools, right?
Yeah.
You also have the personnel that can help train you to have a bag. Patrick Ewing signed on last year when your ass got traded over here as part of the special counsel. Pat
Yeah.
is home on the bench watching you. You have Patrick Ewing next to you. Why you don't go in the gym with him to show so he can show you some post up moves?
Yeah.
If he's not doing it already, why I'm not seeing that? Why am I not seeing the defensive makeup as far as where he's telling you where to put your feet or where to move your hands and how to watch out? Because Pat was a defensive stout. Now, granted, Cat, this has been your best defensive season so far. So I'm
Yeah.
giving you a lot of credit for that. But it's still the ticky tack fouls that it's like Pat wasn't doing that, bro.
Yeah.
Listen to your OGs. Listen to your OGs.
Yeah.
No point intended. But listen to your OGs, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I agree. I'm just myself. And listen, a lot of people think that I hate Carl Anthony Towns. I don't. I'm critical of him because we need him to succeed. And there's sometimes people there's one specific account. I don't even remember the account's name, but he only shows up um when Brunson doesn't play well, whatever, yada yada. But like Brunson, to me, is like getting mad at Brunson for hogging the ball is like getting mad at Kobe Bryant for hogging the ball, and that's what Brunson is to me on the Knicks. Like, and
Is
I
Kobe
trust.
on the Knicks?
Yeah, he's our Kobe. He's our Kobe,
Our
and
Kobe. Okay, I see what you
yeah,
did.
he's the way the Lakers. Like, I don't even know a Laker fan that said Kobe needs to pass more. Like, I never heard that.
Well,
And
that was a whole monster. Then you know that.
I'm
That
just
was
saying,
literally a
like,
monster. Like
that's what I'm saying. though. But like,
that was a thing.
Jalen
Kobe don't
has
pass nobody the ball. That was a thing.
that. It was a thing, but
That was a thing.
that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, Brunson has the bag. Brunson has the footwork. Brunson has all the tools necessary. And people could say, "Oh, he's small." Whatever. Listen, at the end of the day, the art will speak for himself. The body of work will speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that Jalen Brunson's not a top 5 player in the NBA, then you don't know basketball. I'm sorry, you do not. And if you think that Carmelo Anthony was a superstar, Jalen Brunson is a superstar.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna go into detail. We could debate about it. Leave a comment. I appreciate all comments, right?
Let's get
But
into this Minnesota game.
this Minnesota game was winnable. Um, we all expected Carl Towns to play well. Um, we just
Well,
and like I said it earlier that I would like to see Carl Towns shake off some of the dust
well,
and get into a rhythm. You know,
let me ask you let
get
me ask
into
you a
some
question.
consistency and that
Was
he went to work today. But go ahead.
was this game winnable before we played, or you felt like it was winnable once you seen how close the game was? Or you want my opinion
Um,
first?
I thought that Minnesota was gonna win
Okay.
just because Anthony Edwards was playing well.
Abs- I,
Um,
okay.
I
Okay.
thought that Ant Man was on a tear. He was feeling good. They just beat OKC, and so
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Edwards is legit. And so I'm like, we don't really have anybody that can really
Match that
that
scoring.
physicality.
I get you. No,
So
I agree.
so
To a
that
certain
was my
extent.
thought process, and I'm like, we're just
Mhm.
like I get Tyler Kolek's gonna do his thing, but we're down Brunson, OG, Shamit,
Mhm.
McBride, Yabu. That's
Mhm.
5 players. Like, so now you're asking Diawara,
We
you're asking
we
Kevin
weren't
McCullough.
down. Yabu.
We played. Yeah,
We just
listen.
didn't. We just didn't bring his ass up.
We played Pacome Dadier. We played. I mean, he did not look good, but we played Pacome Dadier. We played Kevin McHale Jr. So that was my biggest thing, and so I thought that, to be honest, like my attitude towards it is that we can't win every game. So
Uh-huh.
Brunson deserved a much needed rest. I actually thought that Brunson and OG should have sat out on Friday versus Sixers on the back to back. I was
Okay.
surprised that they both played.
I think maybe it was the plan to sit him down. That's why they played. But I'll tell you this. I agree as far as it was winnable.
Yeah.
I thought that so I'm not gonna sit there and say Minnesota was gonna beat us
Yeah.
just because I feel like they had a very stronger chance to winning than we did because of us being unhealthy. Obviously, our best player, our top scoring punch is out. Then you got our best defender, who's probably our second scoring punch in OG being out as well. So I felt like it was going to be challenging to win, but I felt like if everybody played together, I felt like we was going to win just because, yes, Minnesota was on a heater and stuff, but I don't fear a Mike Conley 2025 led team. And I looked at it like, end of the day, with him being on the floor, and obviously we have second year Kolek running the floor, whatever, but Kolek has been playing in clutch minutes.
Yeah.
Next to Brunson, next to Jordan Clarkson. I like how the lineup looks when Kolek, McHale, Cat, who else? Kolek, McHale, Cat.
Yeah.
I believe Josh is playing together. I like that core. We've seen it a lot in rotation. So I like that a lot, and I felt like we were going to see an extended version of that tonight, which we did. And look at it. Kolek was on a triple-double watch.
Yeah.
Literally, he had 10 rebounds. This kid had like
11 rebounds.
11? Okay, he had 11. He had like 7 assists.
8 assists.
8 assists.
20,
You know
11, and
like,
8.
This kid had
3 steals, too. 3 steals.
3 steals. He almost had a triple-double. Carl Towns had 40, but it was like he was alone out there. Like it was like he was by himself. Yes, Kolek had what he had, but it was in spurts of the game. And we was always within 6. Every time they brought us up, we always brought it right back down. And just the fact that, because again, a loss is a loss. I'll take that. I'll take this. I felt like we rested OG and Jalen Brunson for Thursday, for Christmas. Just because this game is a West Coast game that we ain't got to worry about Minnesota to the damn finals. And that's even if they make that shit.
Yeah.
Cleveland is in our conference. We got to beat their ass. That's a must. You know what I'm saying? And even if we lose to Cleveland, it don't even matter.
Yeah.
But they matter over Minnesota because they're in our conference. So we have to beat Cleveland's ass. I feel like that's going to happen. And if we had to sit our 2 top guns out because they've been running on fumes, so be it. But the fact that we almost won says a lot about the team.
It does. It does. But I have a question for you.
Yes.
You said OG's is number 2 on the team?
To me, because he's aggressive on offense, yes. I feel like
I would have to disagree with that, though. I don't think so, because if that's the case, then what are you paying Carl Towns $50 million for?
Same reason. Towns.
So hold on. So before we traded Carl Towns, right? Who was the number 2 on the team? It was Brunson. Then who was number 2?
It was Julius.
Okay, so Julius. So we've always had the discussion that they're both the same, right? We brought Karl Towns over here, and that's the issue, right?
You do know we traded that contract for that contract. We didn't pay Cat. If anything, Cat is up doing an extension that we didn't extend yet. But
and you think Cat's gonna ask for less?
I'm just saying what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We paid OG that contract, and OG is making about 50 million.
OG's a two-way player. Don't get me wrong, but Karl Anthony Towns is a way better scorer than he's a
I'm
way
not saying
more
if
dynamic
you're saying
player
okay,
than OG. But
if you're
like I
saying
would say OG is a better defensive player than Karl Anthony Towns. But
hear what I'm
I
saying.
don't think yeah.
Hear what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, as far as OG and Cat goes, I'm not comparing resumes. I'm not
Yeah,
comparing
I'm not
players.
factoring any of that in either. Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying for what the importance of those two on this team, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it'd have been what they're both signed on. It should be equal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because end of the day, you don't get what Cat could do without OG. You don't get what OG could do without Cat. So it's equal. You know what I'm saying? From the offensive end and then the defensive end. Now, if somebody puts both together, obviously you're going to be that second player.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Okay.
As far as what's been going on, I've seen a complete difference and shift in OG because now you're not just getting the defensive end, you're getting the aggressive offensive end of OG.
Yeah.
Granted, we're seeing a better defensive version of Cat, but it's not as aggressive as OG's offense, if you know what I mean. And that's what I'm saying. When it's coming down to we need a score, we need a bucket, and Jalen Brunson is locked up, you're going to go to OG because OG is going to try to go for the ball. He's going to try to make the read to even cut down and do a dunk, or he's going to try to shoot it open in the corner or whatever. Cat is going to try to like do too much to where the time goes, and he's gonna try to make a pass, or he's gonna do something and fumble it. And I'm not
So
saying that he's bad. I'm just saying in those moments for what we've seen in the
yeah.
clutch, it was either in Jalen's hand or OG's hands.
So this is what I'm gonna say, right? Last year in the playoffs, Karl Anthony Towns had signature moments versus Detroit. He
Mhm.
had some good games against Indiana too, but
Yeah.
against Detroit, he had signature moves. There's
Mhm.
no way you have Karl Anthony. This is my argument, right? And this is my problem. And you just spoke about it, and I'm gonna highlight it. Like you telling me you got OG, Mikal, Cat, Brunson, and let's just say Mitch or whoever else, Kolek on the floor. OG could shoot the ball, and so I mean so could Cat, but you need a bucket. You should be able to say, okay, well, I need a bucket from Karl Anthony Towns. He's the next best scoring option. Now, can OG score the ball? Absolutely. There's no. He's definitely elevated his game in terms. Excuse me, in terms of being in a scoring threat for sure, especially from the three. Um, but in my mind, like we brought Karl Anthony Towns to do just that. When Jalen needs help, like we're gonna dump it off, do pick like whatever it may be. Like Karl Anthony Towns supposed to be that next guy. So, oh, can OG take the next level? If OG had a handle, he would 100% lead.
Keyword what you just said, brother.
What's up?
Keyword what you were just saying. As far as when you were saying Cat, I agree what you're saying. So I'm not disagreeing. I'm just
Cat
making
is
your
the
argument.
certified number two, and until OG has like a
Until he turns an all-star nod, Mons is just a
even
fairy.
the All Star, no, but in the playoffs, like he's gotta like have like a like Cat has signature moment as a New York Knicks.
Yeah,
Like he
OG
has
has signature moments in the playoffs. What are you talking about?
what what shot he has not hit a shot.
He made stops.
Okay, but Karl Anthony Towns, right? The two highlights is the one where he had to hit the three, and then he also hit the fadeaway, falling away into the crowd and hit the two. So those are his two signature moments.
Yeah,
OG
but
has had
those
stops.
weren't.
So has Mikal Bridges, though. Mikal Bridges has had signature stops too. But Karl Anthony Towns is the clear cut number two. But
When we went against.
the problem is, right? Because what I can't do is I can't say Karl Anthony Towns is good and he's deferring to other guys getting the ball. No, like we brought him here to be number one, and that's the problem. You can't
when
be
we went
passive
when we
because
first got when we first got OG, right?
hmm
We first got OG in that Philly series. he shut down Embiid. Him and Precious
Oh yeah,
Achua.
no, he played well for sure, 100%.
Okay, and even dunked on OG. I mean, he even dunked on Embiid
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
end.
yeah.
Right? That was in round one of 2020. I want to say
When we
four.
first got him 2 years ago,
Right.
and
Next
Randall was
round
still
we're
on the
gonna get
team.
to
Randall was hurt though.
right. Next round we went to Indiana. We won. We were up at like 2-0 against Indiana.
Soul of the Cavaliers, what's left of their soul, because they got turmoil in there going on. With Darius Garland. Darius Garland, the report is that he believes he's the number one. He wants to run his own team. Whatever's going on over there, I really don't care. Um, excuse me. I think I'm excited for Christmas Day, man, and
Mhm.
I want us to, Jalen and OG. I think everybody's gonna be healthy for the game, but I can't wait to see on Christmas Day, man.
You know,
Go out there and don't play around with the Cavs and put the league on notice.
play
Obviously,
around,
it,
bro.
yeah, no, yeah. Like,
This
don't.
loss,
What?
that that's one positive about this loss.
What are
When
you
we
talking about?
lose, and especially if it's a game that we shouldn't have lost, then you got Jalen and OG at rest or whatever. You might get Shaman, and hopefully we even get Landry back. But I
We're
mean,
not getting Landry back
Deuce,
until after the thing.
or Deuce,
We'll
whoever.
probably get McBride back, but not
Yeah, they say
Shaman.
he had the clear practice because we ain't had no practices yet because we're on the
Yeah,
road. But I'm telling you now, this loss just made it more evident that we're gonna go into the garden on Christmas morning and really try to off the Cavs.
that's what I want to see.
Yeah,
Don't give them
their
no
confidence
life.
already shot, but I'm
I
just
already
saying.
know Mitchell's been balling as of late, but he's the only one that's really been alive. So go in there and again, like Shang Tsung, your
Take
soul
the
is mine.
soul.
That's it. Take their soul, bro, and don't give them no life. That's what I want to see, because
Flawless
it's a
victory.
lot of Cavs fans that we both know that be hosting spaces and be on Twitter and they be talking like they like, yo,
Flawless
y'all the one
victory.
seed the last year, like y'all just you love to yap and y'all haven't gotten past the second round, like. And I want everybody to come in. I want them to take handle their business. So
Yeah, what's up with this whole? I hear this Boston fan base talk about, yeah, we're going to make it to the second seed, or yeah, we're top three in the East, whatever. And we never got Jason back, and Jason he's going to return in March, and blah blah blah. And
yeah,
I'll be thinking like, so do we forget
they're
that
not gonna bring
y'all were?
Tatum back though.
I mean, do y'all forget that y'all were fully healthy when
When we
we
were
beat
beating you guys,
Tatum? We don't give a fuck about Tatum being there now. We beat him. You
and
were talking the
Jalen
opposite to
Brown didn't
everybody
face
else.
OG. Remember, OG was out when we played them. So when
I said we don't
OG's
give a
in
damn
there,
about that.
he not gonna be doing all that stuff that he thinks he gonna be
And
doing.
I'm like, and that's just number one. Number two, you do know his return date does not mean that he's going to be physically or mentally ready to play in a high intense level. He's about to go into the playoffs.
Yeah,
Soon as he touched on the floor as competitive play, he's going to get knocked around against
yeah,
whoever y'all going against. If y'all the third seed, y'all going against the sixth seed. The sixth seed is as bad as y'all think. The sixth seed is probably going to be either Orlando or Atlanta or I don't know who else is in the top run-ins right now. But it's going to be either one of those teams, and they're going to body you up because they have wings and depth, especially Orlando. You'll probably go against Miami, but especially Orlando, they're going to body you up to where it's going to be too much for y'all or too much for Tatum, and he's not ready for that. And y'all going to mess y'all up. Y'all going to mess him up for the following season.
well,
You
that's
know who?
why I don't think that they're gonna go ahead. I was talking about it with some people in the group chat,
Okay.
and because like you said, there have been rumors that Tatum's gonna come back. Even if Tatum wanted to come back with a month left in the season or whatever, there's no way the Boston Celtics
It's
organization
not smart.
that
It's
will
not smart.
it'd be that it would be stupid and malpractice, and they would get in a ton of they would be so stupid because they would hurt their brand, because why would you rush this guy back, right? Same thing with Halliburton, right? I know Halliburton tore his Achilles in the finals, so it was a longer time. He's definitely missing the season, whatever. But the Boston Celtics are not going to be stupid and say, okay, yeah, let's bring Tatum back. Mind you, even if Tatum, let's just say realistically, Tatum came back the last month, he has to get in game shape. He's gonna be load managed with minutes. Like it, then he has to get acquainted with the new guys. Like you just don't magically snap of a finger and everything's just working. It doesn't work like that. So there's no way that they're gonna rush him back.
Then
Like
look who you going against. Like people don't understand. Every team gets better prior year. We've got
Yeah.
better than we were when we beat y'all.
yeah,
We didn't have this depth. Clarkson wasn't there. Kolek didn't play.
yeah,
You know
no.
what I'm saying? Like,
And the
like
philosophy is different.
the
The style of
philosophy is
play
different.
The style of play
It's
is way
different
different.
coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying? Different coach. And
we're better
Detroit
on
even
both
got
sides
better
of
than
the
they were
ball.
last year.
Yeah. We're
You know what
better
I'm
on both
saying?
sides of the ball for sure.
Yeah. And then you got Detroit who got better than they were last year too.
Yeah.
And it's
Listen.
all about and granted, not to say that
So-
they're better than us because they're not.
Mhm.
But we got better as a team. They got better as a team. But the thing is, y'all did it. Y'all lost Tatum. Y'all lost Porzingis. Y'all
Yeah.
lost Cornette. Y'all lost size. Y'all gained Anthony.
Drew Holiday. But
Drew
at the
Holiday.
end of the day,
Y'all gained Anthony Simons. But at that point, it's like
he doesn't have the impact that Drew Holiday has. Drew
He does
Holiday's a
not.
championship.
He does not. And y'all don't have
caliber player.
those 7-footers that spread the floor. Y'all don't have Horford no more. Y'all
Yeah.
lost players. Like nobody's worried about Jason Tatum coming back to do fucking what? To carry? Y'all gonna
We
hurt
don't
that
even
man
care
for
about
next
Jason Tatum.
season.
Jason Tatum shouldn't even be at the top of the conversation. That dude is not coming back again. Even if he does, listen. Before he got hurt, we was whooping their ass. So
Right.
So we don't have to have a talk about that. When he comes back and healthy, then we'll worry about it. But at the end of the day, we're gonna leave it at that.
Yes.
For those who are gonna be celebrating Christmas Eve with their families and Christmas Day, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas. We thank you guys for tuning in and for always rocking with us.
Not only
We're gonna,
us.
no,
We're
yeah,
not
we're the
the
Knicks
only ones
world.
we're not the only ones that want to wish you Merry Christmas. We
That's
actually
right.
have a special surprise for you.
Yes. So hopefully you like the surprise. A fellow Nick that loves us and loves the New York fandom, right? That's always appreciative of the support. And we got to continue to support these guys, right?
Absolutely.
So we thank you guys, and we want to wish you guys a happy holiday. Enjoy the time with your family, wherever the family may be. If you're traveling, safe travels. You know, we appreciate you guys, and you know, we can't wait to continue to create more content for you guys and continue to just celebrate the New York Knicks. So we appreciate you guys. You guys have a blessed one. Champ, you have anything to say before we head out of here?
We want to keep on debating,
Yes.
entertaining, give you family vibes as much as we can, with my comrade and our other fellow co-host who's been very busy this year. So we try
Yeah.
to hold it down for them.
Absolutely.
We appreciate our co-host Rails, our sister B,
Yep.
who was on the putback on SNYK
Yes.
with the great Ian Bagley.
Yes, sir.
Shout
Shout out
out
to
to her.
B. Shout out to Ian Bagley. Yup.
Absolutely, absolutely. Shout out to them. Go support that. We are all family. We are a Nick family in the Nick community.
Yes, sir.
And support is free, and love also is free.
Absolutely.
So,
All right, y'all. We love you guys. Let's go Knicks, New York Nation. Please tune in, and we got some special guests coming up. So make sure you guys don't miss it. All right. Take it easy. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Because OG was locking up and scoring. When OG went down that third game, right after the second game, we lost because Indiana had nobody guarding them at that point.
Yeah,
So
but we
lost that
also,
series.
but that's not the only reason we lost, though. We also
That's not the whole series. We were hurt too.
We
But I'm
lost.
just
We
saying,
had
like,
we had like if I show you the list of injuries we had, OG,
right.
Bogdanovich,
Josh was hurt.
Randall, like the injury, like we ran out of
And then
players.
Jalen got hurt too. I'm not knocking that. What I'm saying
Yeah.
is from the defensive end or
Yeah.
just from another scoring standpoint,
Yes.
OG was extremely pivotal. And because he was guarding Siakam. Siakam was in jail.
Yeah.
And once he went down and couldn't go, Siakam had a field day. It was nobody guarding him
Oh,
at that point.
100%. He sure did. But
Right.
OG has not had the same impact that Karl Anthony Towns has had. If we didn't have Karl Anthony Towns last year, we lose to Detroit. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying I'm not negating that, but what I will say though is if you had OG still here and you had somebody else, like because obviously let's say we had Julius Randle, we had Cat for him. If we had another person outside of Cat, it would be somebody better, right?
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say we're gonna lose because it's something somebody has to replace that void. So it's not gonna be a
I
trash.
get that, but I'm just talking about what we have and what we see right now. OG is a hell of a player. Don't get me wrong. He's like he's like the number 3 option, right? Um, a guy that we need to talk about though, because those two guys, like Cat, has to figure it out. We obviously see the dynamic scoring that he did tonight in Minnesota. He can do that. He's capable of doing that. But what
I
he needs to
agree.
do is put it together with everybody else that's on the floor. Like you can
I
still have
agree.
your moments and stuff like that. Don't complain. You can still do your thing, like
Yeah.
And that's what we need to see consistency. But the guy that we need to talk about is Mikal Bridges. Is that like the
Yeah.
last couple games, man? I just feel like he's in. I feel like he's been benched in the fourth quarter, and I'm like, why? Like, and I know he has tough defensive assignments. And I think it's just getting to the point where it's worrisome a little bit. Like, we spent a lot of draft capital on him. Like, and he's come up big for us, right, in the playoffs against Boston and stuff like that. But I don't like that he gets benched in the fourth.
Mhm.
Like, even if you don't have it going, like, it's okay. Like, I don't know. Hopefully, it's just a funk that he's going through because he started off the season very hot.
Yeah.
Again, it's all about highs and lows. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So I hope that he can turn that around because it's just been weird.
I just don't like the fact that you were extremely vocal with the whole last season and Tibbs and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And that's extremely understandable. Tibbs is not here because not just because of you, but you were a very, very strong voice into
yeah,
that. And we thought that that was gone, done with, whatnot.
yeah,
Then you kind of like you're hot and cold, and these are moments where it's needed for you to be hot because you have the deuces that's been out several times. Shaman is out.
yeah,
Jalen is out at this point. It's for a game. OG is out for a game, but Karl Anthony Towns needs your help or whatnot, and even Josh missed some time. And you're just so iffy, hot and cold for what? And again, we did invest a lot in you. The same way we get on Cat, because
yep,
we invest a lot in him by moving Julius and Dante.
yep,
We shouldn't even touch Dante just off the strength of he had a hell of a playoff series
yeah,
that prior spring. We should not have lost Dante, but we did to bring your ass in. So for you as in Cat to be have to pick your game up or
yeah,
whatever, or you have to mesh with the rest of the team, even though you're the second in command, and then going to Mikal where we gave up all of them fucking picks to the Brooklyn Nets for you,
yeah,
for you to be lackadaisical in a sense where you don't need to be, bro. It's one thing when you be passive when you have everybody hot. It's another thing when nobody's there. You need to be hot and you don't.
yeah,
That's what it calls to. It's like, all right,
yeah.
what the fuck is happening?
It's coming to the point where again, we hope it's just the highs and lows of the season, but we need to see more from Mikal Bridges. A lot of draft capital. He had no assists tonight. He was 1 of 6 from 3. Um, yeah, man, 15 points, 3 rebounds, no assists, 38 minutes, and I don't expect him to stop Anthony Edwards. I think it's a collective effort, but that's really OG's assignment, but just nasty work, and we need more from Mikal.
You need more
Mind you,
from
I know a lot of guys were out, obviously, but we need more from Mikal Bridges.
we need, but that's the point. A lot of guys were out.
Yeah,
Where
no, you
the
need him
hell
to step
were
up in those
you?
moments for sure.
Right. Where the hell were you? You have an excuse when everybody is in, You know what I'm saying? Like when everybody is there, then it's
Yes.
fine. You could kind of pick and choose.
The
When I
same
do my
energy that we're
bets,
giving Mikel, we got to give to Cat to everybody, right? And
yeah.
Mikel, you know,
When I do my
you gotta lock in, bro.
when I
But
do
yeah,
my
man.
bets, when I do my sports betting, I don't bet on points like that. Just because it's hard to tell who's going to go off because we have such a talented offensive team.
Yeah.
But honestly, I can kind of always bet the under on Mikel because I know you're that passive. I know you're that passive. So I know you're not going to do over 20.
Yeah.
So it's like I can always bet about a good, 14?
Hmm.
You good for that? I hope. But it's like,
Yeah.
damn, come on, bro. Like, stop being so
Could have won
passive.
tonight, but needed more
Yeah.
from Josh Hart. Did not shoot the ball well either. I felt like like the whole Rudy Gobert technique.
Certain people get grace. I give
It
Josh
was
grace. He's been turning the fuck up all season.
Oh, 100%. No, I get that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like tonight, he didn't play well either. Like Mikel and Josh Hart. Now, Josh Hart's still always gonna give you energy, right? I feel like it was just Kolek and Towns that really played their best. Clarkson had some good shots. I mean, Clarkson was 3 of 11 though. Now he
Okay.
made three threes out of five. So, but Clarkson also to me is just like he's a little sloppy with the ball sometimes. But
I'm not worried about this. Well, I know you're not worried about it, but
yeah,
you gotta
no,
realize if we're 1-1 against Minnesota right now,
yeah.
so it's over. We split the series. But I'm telling you
Listen,
now, if OG
yeah.
would have played,
Oh yeah, it would have been a different story.
we'd have beat Minnesota, even if Jalen wasn't playing. Because
hundred
OG would
percent.
have had Ant-Man in jail for
Not even
sure.
Ant Man, but
Ant-Man would
Randall, like Julius Randall, like, and also Cat had 4 fouls, so he couldn't.
yeah.
Then he picked up so, but I'm not worried about the loss. I know we got to kind of move on, and not gonna win them all, but we had chances to win that game if guys just stepped up and did their part. But
See, for me,
um,
because we had a chance to win that game, that's what made it enjoyable. Now you can talk about the positives on what you've seen, the reasons why we would have won that game or we should have won
yeah,
that game or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
Versus,
yep,
oh my
yep.
God, we lost. It's like, nah, like we should have got our ass whooped for what we didn't have.
Yeah, that's the story. I have a friend who's a Wolf fan. So that's the story of their season. Like and I thought that they should have blew us.
We
They
should
should
have
have.
got our
They
ass
should have
beat.
blew the door off the game a long time ago,
Yeah.
and they didn't. And that's why they were in a tough one till the very end. And it took like some Julius Randle heroics, and he was flexing and showboating,
And he didn't
front
even do
running.
much. What
Now,
he
yeah,
did
he didn't
was
even do anything until the fourth quarter. He's flexing. He's staring at the Knicks bench. I'm like,
Cat
bro,
was
there's like
in.
6 guys out.
Cat was in. Just to give a little breakdown, Cat was in foul trouble the entire game, even with having 40.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he
that's
had
not
four fouls. No, I'm
that.
just saying. He had 4 fouls in the fourth quarter. Or I think he had 5.
Yeah, he did have 4 fouls. He's had four
And
fouls in the
Julius just
third
kept
quarter.
on running into him, trying to pick up the foul call. That was literally a play from
But
Chris Finch.
that's basketball IQ though. If you know the
Yeah,
guy
that's
has
smart.
fouls,
Yeah,
he can't if he does that,
it's
he's gonna
smart.
foul out the game. But that's Cat 101 though. That's a Cat problem. That's not a listen, if I'm playing you and you got 4 fouls, I'm going right at you.
No,
Foul
what I'm
me.
saying, what
Foul.
I'm saying is it's smart. But I'm just saying that's why Julius Randle got off how he did. If you want to say,
He made some
oh, we
tough
lost,
buckets, but he's just showboating. Like if you're gonna showboat and we're down 6 players, like that's just like that's we've seen that though. That's typical Julius Randle. Like, you know what I'm saying? He does that when. But I'm not worried about that. But we move on. Um, we play we play on Christmas Day.
yes,
12 o'clock. We got the early game. We play the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are they're in a tough spot, but I believe we're gonna win this game and take the